You're listening to Scheduling Sin with me, Snowmill.
In today's episode, we get to talk about Mrs Sno's first adventure into solo play.
This pang of like, am I really about to have sex with another man? That's not my husband, with him not being present.
Well, hello, Mrs Sno.
Oh, hi, Mr Sno.
It feels really good to say that again.
It does. It's been a minute. It's been a little while.
Yeah, so it's been a little over 2 months since our last episode came out.
Yeah, well, and the last episode was, let's be real, pretty depressing.
Pretty depressing. Yeah, it was kind of a rough one to end on. But we did take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, so let's welcome everyone back to the show.
Our last episode was super depressing.
Yeah, it was.
But we took a break for a bunch of different reasons. So a lot of things all came together right at that same moment.
Yeah, a lot of life.
A lot of life happened.
Sure.
A lot of things happened right there kind of at that moment. So
that were
obviously
related to the lifestyle and not related to the
yeah,
lifestyle.
related and unrelated.
There's a little bit of a perfect storm.
Absolutely. So obviously Snowball kind of fell apart.
Right.
We had some of our great friends here locally in the kind of the Scheduling Sin social community rallied together and put together a party to do something at least with that night. So we were grateful for them for that, because I was, I'll be honest, I was kind of in no place after that all happened to put together something new.
Much of anything. Oh, sure.
So we kind of got through that. We had that little party, and at the same time, we just had so much stuff happen. Things happened in your real life job.
Yeah.
That created some changes and some stress and pressure.
Yeah, a little bit of stuff there.
In the middle of that, we had a vacation that we had been planning for months. So that was, it always happens that shit happens right before you go on vacation.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and then I decided it'd be good, because everything was changing in my full-time employment. I decided it would be a good idea to start a business. Yeah.
As one does.
As one does.
We're whole assers around here.
Yeah, we are. We whole ass our things.
Add to all of that in the wake of Snowball getting canceled, we were kind of spinning a little bit to identify what it is we're doing here and the forward direction and all this stuff. We had talked to some folks about doing another event. We were still doing the socials. We had that party. We had all the other things going on, and we kind of just hit a brick wall.
Yeah, I think we were just tapped out. We had nothing left. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we took a step back and we kind of went radio silent for a couple of months. We were around, but like really took a step back.
Yeah. And we're okay. But I think it's just, as life tends to happen, right? I mean, it just gets to be overwhelming. And I think understandably so, our priority is our family and our jobs and just other things in our life. And although we enjoy all of these pieces and we love to do them, it just, unfortunately, it's just the reality of life. You know, sometimes it gets to the back burner.
It does. And it's really easy in this world of content creation and organization and so on. It's really easy to let it overwhelm you. Well,
and I think there is this unspoken, and whether it's internal or external or maybe a little bit of both, this pressure. You know, this pressure that we put on ourselves, the pressure that you put on yourself, more so than me, because, you know, I'm the talent. But like, there's this pressure of having to present a product or having to present something, whether it's a podcast, whether it's an event, whether it's a social, whether it's a video, whatever it is. Like there's this kind of internal pressure because of what it is. You know, we want to make sure we're visible and we're out there and we're connecting with our people, and it can just be very overwhelming.
It can. And part of it too, we, as you all well know, we've never monetized the show.
Right.
This has never been a business.
No.
And I think all of this meltdown that happened really caused us to like stop and regroup a little bit, because I am a personality that feeds on growth.
Right.
I am always looking for the next thing. You know, what are we going to do next? What are we going to build? What are we going to do? And really, it's easy to look at all this like it is a business, but it isn't one.
Right.
And so I think for us, we had to stop and take a really hard look at what are we putting into this? What's it calculating against our life, and really, what are we trying to get out of it?
Well, what do we want out of this? Absolutely.
Right.
And understandably so, there are times that we're willing and able to put in more than others.
Right.
I think that's just the reality of life.
So what we kind of settled on is we are going to settle back into the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
The podcast is really, aside from amateur porn, the podcast.
Aside from our amateur porn days,
there was a brief moment of amateur porn,
mm-hmm.
but aside from that,
don't worry, guys. He's still taking plenty of videos.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. But we started with the podcast, and that's how things really blossomed and grew for us. And we enjoy doing it. We love doing it. Yeah. And so we're going to focus on that for now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a little bit of a step back from some of the events and those things. We're still going to put together the socials.
Mm-hmm.
But between the podcast and the socials, I think for right now,
that's all our plates can hold right now.
That's where we're at. So,
and we want to do, and I think the other thing is it's easy in these situations to kind of spread yourself really thin.
It is.
Like, oh, let's do this and let's do this and let's do this and let's do this. And then I think inevitably when you spread yourself that thin, you can't be great at all the things.
Right.
It's really hard to be anyway.
Yep.
Without it being very time consuming.
Right.
And very just like all you do. So I think to just scale back and focus on the things that we enjoy doing with the things that we can really be really good at, I think is really a smart move.
Yeah. And so all that to say, we're very happy to be back. And
we're back, bitches!
I also wanted to throw out a really big thank you to all the people that reached out to us kind of during our little break period here.
We had a lot of really great little sweet notes.
We did. We got a lot of great notes asking us if we were okay, if we were doing all right. And that really means a whole lot to us, that somebody doesn't just say, hey, when our next episode's coming out? But
we got a couple of those.
We did get a few of those. But asking honestly, like, hey, are you guys all right?
Yeah.
And that, I got to tell you, that means more than you might realize. So thank you very much for all the folks that did that. Now that we're back, baby. We're back. We have a fun episode to do today.
Do we?
Yes, we do. So
I think Mr. Sno has been looking forward to this episode specifically for quite a while.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So in today's episode, we get to talk about Mrs. Sno's first adventure into solo play.
Adventure? Is it an adventure?
I don't know. You tell me. You did it.
I did do it. And it did me.
So we have to start this off with, I have done solo play a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
You have talked about doing it a few times here and there. We've kind of had some attempts.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really come together.
Right.
What made you decide this time that you were going to try it?
Dick size. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm so funny. I forget how funny I am sometimes. Why did I decide? I mean, I think it's kind of a hard thing to answer. It's not like it was like, okay, today's the day I'm going to seek out a solo.
I have decided to conquer penis.
Well, I could do that every day. It's not a conscious decision. Okay. So I think it just kind of all fell into place, and that, like, I don't think, for me, I don't necessarily have the energy, bandwidth, desire really to go out and seek those kinds of, like, those experiences.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And I'm pretty content with not having to do that. So I don't do that typically. Wow, that's a face.
You are bratty as fuck. I don't like to put any work into any of this.
That's what I said.
I like it when the dick comes to me.
I mean, who wouldn't, first of all? But that is not what I said. Your face is so judgy right now. You're judging me. I personally do not. I don't go out seeking those things. Not because I'm a brat and I expect it to come to me necessarily, although you have created that context. I think it's just because it's not something I didn't think I was interested in doing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't things that I didn't have a strong desire to engage in solo play. I didn't really have a strong desire to, like, just to do that.
Yeah.
I think I enjoy the group piece. I enjoy you being a part of it, really. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. I think part of what I enjoy in it is you and showing off for you and all those things. So
Right.
it just really didn't cross my mind of something I wanted to do.
So this guy reached out to us on one of the sites.
Yeah, who knows?
And introduced himself. And the introduction was very polite. It was very a very good introduction. It included something that was a little bit of a red flag for us.
Right. I think so. And again, I don't know the exact language, but it was I'm in a sexless marriage.
Yeah. And essentially what he described to us was that he was married and that his wife was aware that he was
Engaging.
in this space.
Yeah.
And that with her blessing, he was looking for couples to engage with. Now, I will tell you, I know half of you are eye rolling yourself to the floor right now because let's face it, we get that message a lot.
Oh, my wife's fine with me going out and having sex with other people.
Yeah, my wife totally knows about it.
Fine.
It's totally fine. No, you definitely don't need to call her and ask her about it.
Right.
For us, that was like, yeah, okay, we've heard this story before.
Right.
But we talked a little bit more. And one of the things that made a big difference was that, for one thing, he was pretty new to all the lifestyle stuff.
Yeah.
And was very open with that.
Yes.
And also was very explanatory about his wife's situation. He shared with us her name.
Right.
And offered right away that she was open to kind of a phone call or something to sort of verify that all of these things are true.
Right.
And I will admit that kind of changed the picture for us.
And I think the circumstances of why they're not engaging in sex, I think made a difference as well. Because I think sometimes when you hear the phrase, I'm in a sexless marriage, there's so many pieces that could potentially be a part of that.
Right.
And why are you in a sexless marriage? And is that really something, is there really more of an issue going on there and you're not connecting with your spouse or are there other circumstances? And for this situation specifically, there's some just medical stuff going on that's really impacting that.
Yeah. And so initially, I think we were both kind of a little
hesitant.
Yeah. About all of these things and about what made sense and whether or not we kind of wanted to pursue this. But we both liked his communication style. Mm-hmm. And so we kind of both got into the conversation. And as we talked more and more, we got more and more comfortable with, his situation.
And he shared more and more about the situation and the circumstances and that kind of thing as well. And again, being very transparent about it and very open about it. And I know that we had, I think both in the group chat, probably individually, like, really, man, what's going on here? Like, is this, help me understand? And it was just a very consistent story. It wasn't cagey. It wasn't like, well, it was very like matter of fact and seemed very honest.
Yeah. And he was the one to offer up the idea that, if she would like to call my wife and have a conversation and sort of verify things. And we appreciated that. We ended up not taking him up on that offer.
Yeah. We find if you're super open to that and you offer that, you're probably not being dishonest if you're offering that up.
Yeah. That's one of the questions I will admit, I don't usually entertain the folks that message and say, well, I'm married, but my wife knows about it. Or the one I really hate is they have a couple's profile and they message and then it becomes clear that it's just the guy.
Right.
And then it's like, well, my wife doesn't play anymore or we split up or whatever.
Right.
So I always feel like that's kind of like a bait and switch type move. And the other one is if you tell me you're married and your wife knows about it and I say, okay, well, that's not a problem, but we would like to talk to her and just kind of get a vibe for her input in all of this. And then you never hear from him again.
Right.
We get that one quite a bit. So this was a circumstance that we usually vet out and it usually goes absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
But this one was a little bit of a different circumstance.
So after kind of having all these conversations, we then decided that we were trying to find a time for us all to meet. And then as per usual in our crazy lives, scheduling was always a concern. But it actually happened that I met him It was after work one day.
Well, he was going to be in town.
Right.
So he travels.
Right.
Kind of regionally. And messaged us and said, hey, I'm going to be in town tonight. I'm overnight. Do you guys want to get together?
Sure.
And it didn't work for both of us to get together.
Right.
We weren't going to be able to find childcare that quickly.
Yeah.
And I encouraged you to said, hey, why don't you just go meet him?
Yeah. Go have drinks, dinner, whatever. So I did. It was kind of a crazy day. It was a pretty busy day. I was at work and I was running around quite a bit. And so I ended up meeting him for dinner.
What were you thinking about during the day?
I was so engaged with my work. I tend to be very, there's kind of a level of like compartmentalization, right? Like I don't, unlike you, I feel like I don't think about sex all day, every day. So I was very engaged in work and all this stuff. And I think when all of that was done and I was done with my last meeting and I'm having to travel the 20 minutes or 30 minutes to get back to where I was meeting him, that's kind of where the initial, like now I feel like I need to kind of
transitioning into that.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist until it's there, if that makes sense.
So what was that drive like on the way to meet him at the bar?
I mean,
what was going through your mind on that drive?
What do you think is going on? I mean, it wasn't anything. I don't like being late. So part of me is worried that I was pushing it back or I was late or that kind of thing. But I was excited. I was also a little nervous, but I don't know. I feel like we've kind of engaged in this enough that I felt pretty comfortable with it. So I end up getting there. He's at the bar. We end up getting a table. We get a couple drinks. And I mean, it was fun. He was very nice. Very friendly, very outgoing, really good at engaging in conversation. It was a really good kind of matched energy. So that was kind of fun. His hotel where he was staying was just down the street. So he kind of asked if, I wanted to come back and have a drink with him. And I think there was kind of this moment, and you and I had a conversation prior to this, and before you said, whatever you want to do, like, I'm comfortable with, if you were okay with that being a game day decision. You know what I mean? Like, in the moment decision. And so I felt kind of the freedom to make that call. And he made me feel very comfortable, and he was very respectful and all those kinds of things. So I ended up going back to his hotel, and he ended up buying a bottle of wine. And so we kind of shared a glass of wine, and, one thing led to another, and,
What did you think? At what point did you decide, okay, I'm open to playing with this person?
Well, I think when I decided to go back to if someone invites you back to their hotel room, yeah, I think it's but I will say what I appreciated about him, and he was very respectful, and he was like, there's no pressure. If you come back and, you have a drink and you decide you want to leave, like, that's fine. Like, don't feel like just because you're agreeing to come back to a hotel room with me that there's any expectation or whatever. And he was very, very upfront about that.
Yeah.
And we just kind of talked, and I think, the night just kind of naturally progressed. He was very sweet. We were having a conversation about, I can't remember what it was about specifically, but he asked if he could kiss me. And so then we ended up kissing. And then I think when she kind of started that, it kind of snowballed from there.
So you sent me a text. I was at home.
Right. I think I sent you a text before we went to his hotel.
No, you didn't.
Oh, that's awkward.
You said, I thought you would, but you didn't.
Okay.
You actually sent me a text that said, it was an Airbnb, like an apartment thing. And you're like, I'm at his apartment having a drink.
Yeah.
And that was the text.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was at home doing home things.
Very home things.
It happens to be bedtime around that time.
Yeah.
So I'm like working through all that. And of course, I'm thinking about what's going on. But I will admit, you had a busy day at work. There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
This was a first meetup.
Oh, sure.
I quite honestly expected that you guys would go out, you would have a drink, you'd have a nice conversation.
Yeah.
And the message I would get is, hey, do you want me to pick you up for some dinner on the way home?
Sure.
I 100% thought that was the message I was going to get.
I will say I surprised myself. I think, the longer I've been in this lifestyle, I think you kind of recognize things for what they are. Meaning, like, this guy was very nice. He was very respectful. He was very attractive. He was like, it was a good vibe, right? We were very flirty. Clearly we're getting along. And the circumstances were right. I think that whole scheduling piece, even though I don't like to say that it's a factor, the reality is it is.
Of course it is.
And everything just kind of seemed to line up. And I just kind of was like, my husband's like, you're good with it. Like, he's like totally, and you were like, have fun, do whatever you're comfortable with.
Well, that was it. So,
and I think I just kind of was like, I'm just going to see where this goes. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, he could, because the reality is he could have stopped it. He could have said, I'm not feeling it. Or,
sure.
Maybe we should wait. And that would have been fine as well. I mean, there weren't expectations necessarily on my part. I was really kind of just going with it and just seeing where it ended up.
And so I was at home. And
you said that a couple times. I was not present.
I was not present. So I get this text message.
Uh-huh.
I'm at his apartment having a drink.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, in that moment, so I'm sitting there and I've got my hands full of completely vanilla things.
Well, right. When you say bedtime, you mean like kids' bedtime. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And I get this text and I read this text and right away I get this massive head rush.
Yeah.
And I got like almost a little lightheaded. Like, holy shit. Holy shit. Down. And I didn't want to ruin your moment.
Well, and that's it's such a tough thing. Like because there was a part of me that's like, even though you had kind of given me that like, okay, before, it's different when you're in the moment.
Well, and I still wanted that. I wanted the information. Like I didn't need to know at that exact moment. And this is what I mean by ruin your moment. So you sent me that message.
Yeah.
I'm at his apartment having a drink. My only response to you was have fun.
Yeah.
And that was a very intentional message.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you any questions, although I had a billion.
Yeah.
I didn't, and for safety's sake, like prior to all of this happening,
yeah,
I knew where she was.
Oh, right.
I knew where the apartment was. I knew exactly where she was.
Yeah.
So
for full transparency, he had sent that information to
you. He had sent that.
Said, just so you know, this is where we'll be.
And one thing about him that was really appreciated by me, and for any single males out there, listen up. He was very respectful of me.
Yeah.
And made it clear that he intended to be very respectful of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he had asked me about like rules or anything, and I said the main thing is she is to be respected at all times.
Yeah.
No means no.
Yeah.
And I need to know where she is.
Yeah.
And that was met with absolutely. I got all the information ahead of time. Mm-hmm. So I knew all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I knew where you were. So my message back to you was have fun.
Yeah.
And it was because, for one thing, I didn't want to like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What are you doing? Mm-hmm. What are you wearing? Even though I wanted to know all of those things.
But I hope you know. And I feel like, and this is maybe something, to consider if you're engaging in this kind of thing. Like if you had texted me back and said, I'm really not comfortable with this, or,
oh yeah,
I mean, like I 100% like that, no questions asked, would have been like, okay, well, and I would just ended the night and I would have come home.
I know that. I absolutely know that.
And I think that's a really hard thing for both people in that situation, because here I am kind of in the middle of a situation where I'm like engaged in a drink and I'm at this person's hotel or apartment or whatever.
There's some momentum.
Right.
Here.
There's some momentum there. Right. And you're at home in wherever you're at. Right. But you are also going through everything in your mind about, am I really okay with this? How do I really feel about the fact that my wife is with somebody else and they're about to engage in some physical activity? Right. So like, that's kind of a push-pull thing. And I think one of the best pieces of advice or things to think about is like, there needs to be a very no questions asked code word, abort, whatever, like that everyone is okay with.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I totally agree with that. And I know that if I had messaged you back and said, hey, I want to cancel.
Yeah.
You would have completely respected.
Absolutely.
Like, so that wasn't
and
even.
he would have as well.
That wasn't even a factor for me.
I know that.
I sent that message back, have fun.
And I heard, go for it.
Exactly.
I heard the you go.
That was the point of that message. It was a little affirmation to you.
Yeah.
Like
you're good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Go have fun. And then I put my phone down. And I sat there for like 5 seconds because that was all I was afforded with what was going on. And I just 1,000-mile stared, going, oh my God, what's happening right now?
Yeah.
And I didn't hear anything until I got a text about 2 hours later.
It was not 2 hours. Was it 2 hours?
I got a text about 2 hours later.
There's no way it was 2 hours. It was like an hour.
And it said, getting ready to leave the apartment. I'll call you on my way home.
Yeah.
And
2 hours?
And
wow.
I had finished like what I had been working on with getting the kids down. And I was in our room and I got this text message. And
Didn't I send you pictures during? I think I tried to. Maybe,
I think you tried, but it didn't really work. But then I was just like, you messaged me and said you were going to call me. And I was fucking jittering.
Yeah.
My entire body was like buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
I could not pick up the phone fast enough.
Yeah.
And when I did, your voice on the other end of the line was so happy.
Oh. Okay.
You were like giddy.
I was like, hey, baby, how's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's just say it went well. You know what? I feel like I surprised myself. I really did. Like if I stop and really look back, and I think about the journey of this whole experience and this whole lifestyle as it relates to my level of confidence and my level of just I'm very comfortable in my own skin. I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. I'm very comfortable just being sexual.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me, I felt like was like just a very big part of that experience for me. I was very vixen-esque during this whole thing. I mean, like we ended up kind of making out a little bit on the couch and I was pretty quick to take off some of my clothes and kind of take off some of his clothes. And I just kind of worshiped his dick for a while, which was kind of nice. And I'm pretty sure he enjoyed. And it just kind of progressed.
Yeah.
Like it was fun.
Yeah.
And I felt so, there wasn't, I mean, I feel like a pang of not guilt, but like this pang of like, am I really about to have sex with another man that's not my husband with him not being present?
Yeah.
Like that thought definitely crossed my mind. And I do remember like conscientiously thinking that during this whole exchange. And I just remember
at what part, like when did you have that thought? Was it before you started kissing or was it like somewhere in the middle?
It was probably a little after that because in my mind, kissing is like, there's kind of a point of no return.
Yeah.
Right. Like I think when you kiss somebody, it's different than engaging.
It could be that's as far as it goes.
That's as far as it goes. Right. I think when you start engaging in like other sexual acts, you've kind of crossed the line.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the line has been crossed. And so it was probably as I was crossing that line, I was kind of like, I'm really about to do this. And then we were in the living room kind of messing around. And then we decided to go into the bedroom, which in my mind was very much another line crossing, right?
Right.
Like now we are engaging in
like we're going all the way now.
We're going all the way now, right? Like this is like making out, do a little oral, like it's, I feel like there's just like these layers of like this, but now here I am completely naked in front of this man and I'm about to just engage in this. Like I'm in it. Like,
yeah,
I think it definitely, again, it wasn't guilt necessarily, but it was just kind of like, holy shit, am I really doing this?
Kind of
like,
that same head rush feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember, and I will say his apartment had, this is such a weird thing. I don't know why this sticks in my head. So in the bedroom, there was a big window that kind of looks out onto the city because this is in downtown, the downtown area. And I just remember, and the sun was going down. It was a beautiful like sunset. And I just remember laying on the bed naked while he is just going to town, all of the places. And I'm looking outside and I'm like, I am in this apartment with this man who is not my husband. And I am just enjoying this. And that, I mean, it is a head rush.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I just kind of owned it.
Yeah. Which is super cool.
I mean, I don't know how else to kind of word that. And we had a great time and it was a lot of fun. And I felt very, there was definitely like this layer of empowerment.
Yeah.
Like I was just kind of like very vixen-esque with this guy. And we had a good time.
Did any of these feelings that were creeping in, like in any way dampen you from having a great time?
No, if anything, it kind of made me have a better time. I mean, it was really because I knew
there's a little bit of that taboo feeling to it.
Well, sure. There's very much a taboo. But I also knew that you were kind of on board with this.
Oh, I was very on board with it.
And
you were very confident that I was very on board with it.
Yes. And that definitely made a huge difference. If I thought that you weren't, like, I think it would have been very different.
Sure.
But I also was very much kind of engaging in all of these fun things, knowing that I was so excited to tell you about them when I got home.
Yeah. And that really is kind of the fun part. So you had a pretty amazing time. And I did. I've heard this story from both sides.
He ended up calling this guy. They had quite the conversation.
We had quite a conversation.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that the comforter had to get put in the dryer.
Well, I mean, things happen.
Apparently it got quite messy.
It did.
So,
which I feel like to allow yourself to be that comfortable.
Yeah.
And just that open and free.
Absolutely.
It's just crazy.
Isn't it fucking
it's crazy
amazing?
Hot. Like it's very hot.
Yeah.
And I could see how it's almost addicting.
Well,
like, you know what I mean? Like just wanting to do it again and again.
Yes. Yeah. I think he's hoping you feel that way.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he is.
But that's actually one of the coolest things about the lifestyle when it's done well is it provides you life experiences to feel like that.
Yeah. I mean,
in a safe kind of controlled way.
Right. Like I'm not hurting anybody.
You got to experience all of that.
Yeah.
And a person in a monogamous traditional marriage, they don't ever get that.
Well, and I don't mean to say that like they don't have other experiences that are similar to that, but I mean, this is just there are plenty of monogamous people that are still super prudish or still super like nervous about having sex with their spouse or engaging in kind of, and to me, like, I feel like there is a piece of me that's like, wow, they're really kind of missing out on a whole nother level of just.
Oh, they're missing out on everything, and I'm not really, well, I kind of am. I'm not going to lie. I kind of am. I'm kind of crapping on monogamy a little bit, but like,
it's not that I think monogamy is wrong, but
you got to experience all of those feelings.
Yeah.
And have an incredible time.
Yeah.
That whether you ever do it again in your life, you're going to remember that.
I do. But I think one of the pieces to remember about that is there are so many reasons and conversations and layers that have to be met before I could get to that point. Like, it's not something that I just encourage people to go have sex with somebody else and it's an amazing thing because had you and I not been able to have all the experiences that we've had up to this point,
right,
and had the conversations and feelings and all that kind of stuff, I mean, all of the stars kind of lined up, right? I mean, it wasn't as simple as just go out and have sex with somebody else.
Oh, totally. And it has to be the right person.
Yeah.
It has to be the right guy.
Sure.
And this fit was a very good fit for both of us, really.
Mm-hmm.
The question I have for you is, okay, so you go in there, you have this kind of moment where you kind of hang a little bit and you decided to push through that, obviously. And you end up having crazy sex in this apartment.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
And you completely let yourself go, soak the mattress, the whole thing, like just go nuts.
Yeah.
When it's all over.
Yeah.
And you're laying there, was there at all a moment of like, ooh, I did all that. Like, was there anything like that? Or were you feeling like just completely comfortable with it?
I was pretty comfortable with it. I was kind of eager to wrap it up to come home to you.
Uh-huh.
But not because I didn't enjoy it, or not because I was having second thoughts or reservations or anything like that. I think it was just more like, okay, well now I want to go home and
do the rest of the story.
Enjoy the rest of my evening.
And that was pretty amazing. So like
So it's like a 12-minute drive from where we lived to where I was.
It felt like 3 days. It felt like you were coming via fucking wagon train. It was horrible. And when you got home, you came in and it was a lot of the way like I had fantasized about it.
Yeah.
Like I have always had a major compersion fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to come home from that experience.
Used and messy.
Yes. And like you had this look on your face and you just felt amazing. It was like pure sex was walking through the door.
And I think, I remember because we definitely reconnected that evening, and I remember
a lot of times.
And I remember kind of replaying some of the experience I had, and I remember you saying, I can smell him on you. And I think that just turned you on even fucking more.
I could smell him on your pussy.
Yeah.
That was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Like it was so much fun, like hearing every detail.
Yeah.
And for me,
when you could picture it, I think.
Oh, 100%. And actually for me personally, my favorite part of all these stories is the beginning.
Yeah. You
Honestly,
like the build up.
I like the pre-sex part.
Yeah.
Almost as much, maybe more.
Well, it's the tension and the build and the flirting and
it's much more emotional. It's much more headspacey.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Than just the act itself.
There's a layer of intimacy that goes into that. Yes.
But I'm not gonna lie, the idea of you on that bed, getting eaten out, looking out at the city while another man did that, and soaking the bed, is still one of my favorite images.
That you weren't at, but you could totally picture.
I know exactly what that looked like. and you know what's weird about it is I'm not jealous is not at all a word. I, in a weird way, am glad I didn't get to see it because my imagination gets to kind of fill in the details.
Which that could be a double-edged sword, probably.
But at the same time, I'm kind of like, God dang it, how is there not video of this? Like, I want to see that shit. And so that's like the next thing is this guy has offered for all four of us to get together for dinner in just a meet and greet kind of way. Mm-hmm. His wife is not interested in playing at all, but we're going to meet them. We're actually going to see them. Yeah, I think pretty soon for a little day trip. But there is talk of you and him getting together again.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's been talked about in terms of you and him,
right?
Or the three of us.
Yes.
And I can't decide which I'm more excited for.
Yeah, but part of you, do you even, not that you don't want to be a part of it, but like, do you want to be a part of it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, it's
not gonna, I don't want to use the word ruin, but like, I feel like if you are present while he and I are engaging, like, you're not going to be upset about that. Like, that's not something that you're going to be like, I wish I hadn't seen that.
No. I mean, I definitely love to watch, but he and I were having this conversation. He and I have had a number of conversations now about you, but I've told him, I said, I can't decide. If you ask me right now, if all of the options were available, would I want to participate with the two of you? Would I want to watch the two of you? Or would I want to be like just around, like in another room, or you two out somewhere together and you come home? And I feel like a kid in a candy store. I can't pick which one.
Well, I am fairly certain that if we engage in the idea that I'm like, he and I are upstairs and you're downstairs, you're going to come up there and you're going to participate. If nothing else, like, be present and watch.
I don't know.
I don't think you have enough self-control in you.
I don't know.
To not come in that room.
See, the funny thing, you might be right.
I think
the funny thing about that is, so let's say that he comes over and the two of you are having sex in the guest bedroom and I'm down the hallway in our room.
Yeah.
And I'm like listening to it.
Yeah.
I love that idea. And I really want to do that.
Just hear
like,
it.
I want to have that experience. Like, I want to just hear it.
Yeah.
But I will also want to see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you have it in you to be that close and not, like, I feel like
this feels like a challenge. This feels like this feels like a willpower challenge.
I'm not like shitting on it because I'm not even going to engage in this because
what
I know
do you
I wouldn't.
want? Like, of all the scenarios that we just mentioned, like what? Like this is more your thing right now.
I get to have sex with you and or him or both, so I'm fine with
you.
You
will definitely have sex with both.
I mean,
100%. It's just how. You don't even care.
I don't even care.
You're just like, whatever. I don't care.
I get what I want, so I don't really care.
The question is the solo play aspect of it in and of itself exciting to you?
It's so funny because when I am not in that space, like if I'm just kind of in the middle of the day doing whatever I'm doing and you bring it up, I'm like, But I feel like when I have it, like when I'm doing it, or like when I'm like, okay, we're going to go out and do this, like I feel like I have to physically kind of be in that headspace. It's hard for me to think about it throughout the day.
Yeah.
With regular life.
It's just there's too much going on.
Yeah. But obviously when I'm there, I enjoy it. I'm engaged and it's fine. It's just hard to go back and forth in that headspace throughout the day.
But the question was, is solo play, that's totally not the question. The question was,
stop deflecting and answer my question.
Is solo play in and of itself exciting to you?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely exciting to me. But I'm not like, I'm not trying to make it, I feel like this makes me sound like an asshole, but like, I'm not like, I don't want to say I'm not super eager because I'm very eager to do it again, but I don't know. I just.
What I'm trying to ask you here is having sex with another man without me present.
Yeah.
Anything you give a shit about, or do you just not care what the combinations are? Because for a lot of people, solo play is like a big deal.
Yeah, I don't know. Not for me, I don't think. I think whether you're there or not is kind of
completely irrelevant.
You're putting words in my mouth. I don't give a fuck if you're there. That's not.
Oh God, you feed my cuck fantasy every fucking day.
If you're asking me if I have this strong desire to engage in more solo play, the answer's no.
Okay.
I don't. I think this was just a very specific circumstance and it just all worked out really well and I'm totally fine with that.
Okay.
But I am not like super I don't know, eager is the only word I can think of to like, I want to do it again. I want to do it again. I want to do it. I would do it again and that's fine, but I'm not like craving the solo
but
piece. But
the solo aspect of it is not exactly
I could take it or leave
pursuing.
that necessarily. Yeah.
I get it. I kind of feel the same way. So
I'm not sure.
So for all this me busting your balls over
you really
it,
are.
I feel the same way. So like me playing without you is not in some way better.
Right.
Than me playing with you there.
Right.
And
in some ways I like having you there more.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, I get more than one dick, but just kidding.
It's all about
dick. No, but I do think I get more out of it seeing your reaction to it. I mean, I think you being present is more fun for me than not.
Okay. So let me ask you this way. So let's say you're not going to be solo.
Yeah.
Would it be hotter for you for me to participate, watch, or listen?
Any or all, I think would be good. I mean, I think again, you being present, whether it's physically in the room or down the hall, would kind of strike that performative piece in me.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun for me.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy that. And I
Right.
also know how much you enjoy it. So with that being said, if you're down the hall, I'm going to be louder than I normally am.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because
behind door number one.
Because if I'm down the hallway listening,
yeah,
and I can't hear much,
yeah,
I'm definitely not going to stay there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I get nothing. I have to up the ante.
So
yeah,
here's how this happened kind of the first time. So
this is
one of
forever
our
ago.
very early threesomes, you and the guy had gone upstairs, and I intentionally lagged behind.
Yeah.
I've done this now. I did it on our very first threesome we ever had.
Yeah.
I did on this one. I've done it on at least one other one.
Yeah.
Because I like to walk in on it.
Right. Yeah, I understand that.
And on this particular one that I'm telling about, like, you had gone upstairs with him and I was at the base of the stairs. And I clearly heard the sound of you sucking cock.
Yeah, it was pretty loud. But we also had the door open, and I mean, I was like...
And
yeah,
it was the first time I had ever experienced, like, hearing it and not being in the room. And that was such an exquisite mindfuck.
Yeah.
I loved it.
But I don't know if you would just want to hear it and then not engage in it eventually. Well, like, I could see you waiting a little while, but I feel like I don't think you'd want to stay just waiting.
See, here's the thing.
For an extended period of time.
I have so many fantasies for how this could go. I do. For one thing, one fantasy that I have that I don't know if I have the willpower to live out is like, he's down the hall. You and him are down the hall. I'm in the bedroom. You guys are just going to town, like all the way to completion.
Yeah.
And then the two of you come out and like, maybe, I don't know, we high five or something in the hallway and like he goes home, like he leaves. Yeah. And then you come in and join me. Like,
I literally just go from one room to the next.
Yeah.
Is that the thought?
Yeah. And that is so fucking hot. But I like, that is an experience I would like to have.
Yeah. Or the whole, like, you're downstairs in the hotel bar and I'm upstairs in the hotel room. And
Well, that's a whole different one.
Oh,
but I want to do that too.
There's a bingo card Mr. Sno has, and it's very specific.
It's very specific. And so there's that. I don't think I actually have that much interest in being in the room and just watching the whole time.
You know what's funny about that is I like watching. So we had an experience.
You do. I've seen that in you.
Wait a minute. She's a voyeur.
Wait a minute. I married a pervert.
We're so far past that. I got nothing for that. But we had an experience where you and another guy were engaging with his wife.
Yeah.
And.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. Is it all coming back? Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Okay. And I just wanted to watch. I didn't really, not that I would have been more than happy to participate. Right. But I just, for that particular thing, I just wanted to watch.
So, okay.
For a variety of reasons, but I really enjoyed just kind of watching that.
So
watching you pleasure another woman, watching her fucking enjoying it. Okay. But just you being sexual is pretty fun to watch.
Okay, I know exactly what. I thought you were talking about a different thing, which I will talk about later.
We have too many experiences. Which experience are you talking about?
But
oh my
this
gosh,
one,
what's happening?
okay, I know what you're talking about. You're right. That was amazing. But you were like sitting on the floor, like watching.
Yes.
And that I was pretty occupied. So I kind of lost track of that, to be perfectly honest. No offense. But what was that like for you? Like, was that? And here's where I kind of want to know for my own purposes. I almost feel like it would be, as much as I would enjoy seeing what I'm seeing, it would almost feel a little awkward.
I mean, I didn't obviously have any awkward feelings.
I felt fine.
I think
like, I guess like I would be sitting there. Okay, so let's play this out. You and whomever are just fucking on the bed.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the cuck chair watching.
Yeah.
I think I would be like really focused awkwardly on like my body position. Should I be standing or sitting? Like, what should my hands be doing? I'm not
thinking about anything related to my body when I'm watching you have sex.
Should I be wearing clothes or not? Is it weird?
No, I think you're thinking this way too wrong. I think you just, I don't give a fuck if you have your dick in your hand. It doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm just, you do you, man. I'm just watching.
Yeah.
I mean, Did you give a shit about if I had clothes on or not and what position I was in?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't notice.
Fine. So it's fine.
Yeah, I guess that's...
I mean, I think that is something that is not thought of.
Overthinking
all of
that a
those
little
pieces.
bit.
Yeah.
The one I thought you were talking about was there was a session in an orgy where I was having sex with this girl on the bench.
Yes.
And it was really, really good. And I was really focused on that.
Yes.
And it was one of those kind of a rare lifestyle moment for me.
I was kind of I handed you a towel and a
you
glass
were
of
fucking
cold
like,
water. I was like
you're like, if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
I
You
was
were all
supportive.
in it. But so anyway, I was like completely losing myself in what I was doing with this girl during the orgy. Like I had lost track of you. I had lost track of everybody. Funny thing about that, I looked up at one point and I saw a girl doing something on the bed and I thought that was you. And then I was like, oh shit, that's not her. And then I just went right back to what I was doing. And I had no idea where you were. And then I looked up and you were standing across the room.
Yeah.
And you were wearing just your little panties.
Yeah.
And you were stroking the dick of the guy standing next to you and just looking at me.
Yeah.
And I remember looking up and seeing that and thinking, oh my God. Like that was just so fucking hot in that moment. So yeah, all this to say, what was
the original question?
I don't fucking know. I think I want you to decide.
See, that's playing into your cuck thing. That's you wanting me to say, no, bitch, you can't come see me. You have to listen to me.
Well,
and I could see how excited you got just watching me say that to you. You're like, okay.
Well, that did sound pretty hot. But I just say, like, I really kind of want, like, you to control it. Even if it's, like, me involved, which is fine. I kind of want it to be your thing. Because it's hotter if it's your thing.
Well, it's hotter if you lose control of it. For you.
I don't know why you got to be calling me out like that.
I think our listeners know.
What do you think they know? They don't know shit. Yeah, they might know some stuff.
They know some stuff. It's adorable that you think that people don't know that you're a cuck.
Well, okay. So
you said cuck chair.
I did.
Which is your chair.
I did. I sort of let that one out of the bag.
It's fine.
But I have complicated feelings about cucking, and there's another podcast called Cuck My Life.
Yeah.
And I have reached out to those. We had a date on the calendar to record with them, and it just didn't come together. But I want to have a conversation with them.
Yeah. So that's a TBD, right? Like we'll definitely put that on the calendar. We're going to circle back that. Yeah. But as far as this whole experience of solo play, I think I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I will probably do more solo play with this individual. I think the idea of me going out on a date by myself is not something that's not really my style or my thing. But and I think this is the thing to really stress, like, even though this is solo, this is still very much a you and me thing. Like we are doing this together.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I may be playing independently.
Yeah, but it's very much an experience you're bringing home.
Yeah.
It's not anything you're like keeping secret or,
oh, right,
this is just for me and you don't get to know about it or anything like that.
You don't get to see it, but you can hear it.
Fuck.
So fun to fuck with Mr Sno. How hard are you right now?
Pretty hard. So
okay.
What did you learn anything? Like do's, don'ts, anything you might do different? This actually was kind of a home run of an evening.
Yeah, I had a great time. Do's, I mean, I think, there's something like glaringly obvious of what I would or wouldn't have done.
You said I don't really want to go out on a date. That's not really my style, but this evening was kind of, I would describe it as a date. Right.
But when I said that, what I meant is I don't want to go on an app to find a date to go out on a guy to do this.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But as far as going to get some drinks and an appetizer or dinner or something, that's fine.
I think that makes the experience a lot more fun.
It does, because there's that build up.
There's the build up to it. I think if you go like, come over to my house at 2:00 and your dick's in me by 2:15.
There's nothing wrong with those exchanges.
Let's not get carried away.
Let's not rule those out. But
Okay.
yes.
Agree. We've had a great number of those and they are pretty fun.
Yeah. But I do think, you have to, the word date is kind of,
It's funny you say that because
of that, right?
it's funny you say that because I struggle with that word too.
Yeah.
I don't mind going out for drinks with a person and like some food and then going to play.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny you say that. I also kind of flex a little bit at the idea of a date.
Yeah.
And it's part of the reason that I started to kind of pull back a little bit from solo play.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to date women.
Right. You want to have a slow build up of flirting and having fun, but you don't want to date them. And I think there's a difference.
It feels like I said this to somebody one time and I hadn't really fleshed out the idea of it, but it feels a little bit like mini poly.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're developing a relationship, we're developing a connection, we're developing.
Well, but the reality is you're going to develop a connection of some sort.
You absolutely are, and that's okay. That's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it really does start to blur the line between where are we building up a fun friends that have sex relationship, and when does this become somewhat romantic?
Yeah, I mean, and I think when you're flirting and having fun, and I mean. Is that romantic? I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. It is a slippery slope, I think.
Yeah.
So
what did you learn from all this?
I learned I fucking love it.
Sign me up.
Confirmed. No, I think what I learned from this is that I could have a lot of fun with it. Obviously, I really enjoyed this experience too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for things to happen in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you unequivocally that the way this gentleman communicated with me and with us, and he was very respectful, he was very transparent, he was very upfront, is what enabled that for me.
Yeah.
Because if I'm at all concerned about your safety,
or
about how you're going to be treated,
but people's motives,
then I can't have fun with it at all.
Sure. Yeah,
I have to feel as comfortable as I did.
I mean, I guess the reality of all of this is these things take a lot of time and cultivating.
Yes.
And communication.
Yes.
And direct communication and making sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
And that takes some effort and some time. And
it takes a lot of time because we've had, I don't even know how many single men have reached out to us over the years. Mm-hmm. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
And we have played with 3 of them.
Yeah.
In all that time.
Yeah.
Between the dick pics and the toilet pics and the I'm available tonight. Are you available tonight?
Right.
And we don't even know their first name. Yeah. And she fertile.
I
mean,
yeah. It's amazing.
The
things that are being said. Yeah.
The roads are paved with single male approaches.
Yeah. And yeah. And I mean, they got to work somewhere, but they're not working here, and that's for sure.
But this one was really, really good, and we're excited to see where this goes.
Kudos to this gentleman.
Right. Well done.
Well done, sir. And I look forward to seeing you again.
In
all of your glory.
Yes. If you make my wife feel this good, you're pretty okay at my book.
All right. I have the best life ever.
So, future things. We have some good conversations coming up with potentially the Cuck My Life team.
Yeah.
We have a couple of podcasts that are actually recorded that we had not released.
Mm-hmm.
And so those will probably find their way out here soon.
Yeah.
We'll get caught up on those. We're going to get back to socials.
Yeah.
We've got one now coming up in about 2 weeks.
Sure.
So that's going to come out here very soon. Discord is going.
Yep.
You can find the link to the Discord in the show notes.
Same thing with Telegram.
The Telegram group is more for locals in the area who are looking for the socials, but you're welcome to reach out.
Sure.
And as always, we're looking forward to continuing this journey.
Yeah. And I think we have some naughty stories that have been recorded. Am I correct there?
I think we do.
Some naughty stories that may be on is it Patreon?
On Patreon, yeah. That's something we started that in earnest and we have not done enough with that.
Yeah. So you just made me record those dirty stories for you. Is that what I'm hearing?
No,
Because I know I recorded some dirty stories.
I may or may not have listened to a few of them.
Uh-huh. See what I'm dealing with, people? Mr. Sno is so shady.
We're happy to be back.
We are so happy to be back.
Until
we'll
next
see you later.
time. Bye.
Bye. We want to hear from you. Email us at snomilf@yahoo.com. That's SNOMILF@yahoo.com. You can also join us on our Discord and have some fun interactive conversations with us. The link is in the show notes. Talk to you soon.
You have no plan. You just say shit.
Yeah. It's true, I do. Okay.
I don't know why this is so funny.
I don't either.
I don't think we'll ever get through this.
I think we have to start again. Oh, I'm gonna pee my pants. Bend down. Serious face. Like not breathing.
Do I have to like slap you with a tit or something to get you back into order?
No. There will no need for tit slapping. Would you slap me with the tit or slap my tit?
I don't have enough tit to slap you with. Besides, you told my nipples were useless.
They are.